Could you do a test for me, please? Could you do a test for me, please? Test for me, please. No, can you are you muted on it? No, just keep talking for me. Okay. Good. Can you turn your level down, please? Yep. That looks good. Thank you.
That's
Sounds
better?
Good. Yep.
Okay. All right.
I think we're good.
Are we live?
We are live. Yep. I think we're all good.
We're all good?
Good to
Okay.
go.
So we're live?
We are live.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AFL Tas live stream here from the Circular Head Recreation Ground in the beautiful northwest hub of Smithton for the game. The round 7 fixture between Circular Head Saints, who are hosting the Burnie Dockers. Neither team in the women's competition have registered a win in season 2026 to date. So today one of them will be able to put 4 points, register 4 points on the NWFL Terry White Chemmart Chemist scoreboard as Smithton will Circular Head go inside their forward 50. It's Burnie now. They try to release. Good tackle being applied there to Courtney Chandler. Ball goes down. Another tackle being applied to the Burnie Dockers inside the forward 50. That might have been down there. Summer French, one of the captains of the Burnie Dockers. Ball hasn't gone outside the forward 50 for Circular Head Saints. And we're going to get a ball up. No, actually, it's a free kick for holding the football. Recipient of the football will be Liana McLaren. So McLaren kicks the ball inside forward 50. No one able to take the mark. Ball goes to ground. That might be French, the captain for Burnie. Kicks the ball out. Unable to take the mark is Dynan. Ball goes to ground. Free kick to Circular Head. And that player being Annalise Hersey. So Annalise Hersey from centre half forward. Good kick inside forward 50. Pack of players. Mark at the back. Well done using a body. Courtney Chandler for the Burnie Dockers. Ball wide. Circular Head are able to bring it back inside the forward 50. They try to knock the ball forward through Hersey. Running onto it now is Park McCabe. Knocks it forward. Teammate unable to get a kick. Park McCabe goes again. She's tackled. And Burnie are able to release. It comes through the services of Abby O'Connor. Doesn't quite get out of the forward 50. And Jago gets a boot to ball, kicks it back inside and rolls across the face of the goal front and into the boundary. We'll get a boundary throw in. We have played 3 minutes into the first term for the Terry White Chemmart Chemist NWFL Senior Women's Game round 7 fixture from the Smithton Recreation Ground, home of the Circular Head Saints. Crowd starting to increase. See Logan Elphingston over the far side of the ground there for the Burnie Dockers. The vice captains for the Burnie Dockers senior men's. Ball doesn't go anywhere. Then if someone gets their boot to it, Circular Head. Again, it goes right across the face, but through for one behind. So first score of the day goes to Circular Head. Both teams looking to register their first win for season 2026 in NWFL Senior Women's Terry White Chemmart Chemist NWFL Women's Season. Free kick being given on the far side of the ground to the Burnie Dockers. And that's going to Dynan. So Dynan's kick, centre wing position. And it will be Lasso free kicks. It's just gone straight out of bounds as it rolled over. Looks like it might be Steph Clark or Monique French standing the mark. Getting the kick there was Smith. Half forward now for the Circular Head Saints. They try to relieve the Dockers off half back. They came through the service of, I'm not sure, player number 4 on the register. Ball up, knock forward. First back of the Dockers. They don't clear. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. We're going to get another ball up. Oh no, it's a free kick. Going to be held without possession. So Circular Head. I think they might be coming through Park McCabe. So she goes inside forward 50. In fact, it was Smith. Able to repel Burnie, but there is Smith again taking the mark. Just standing just outside the forward 50. Circular Head. Back inside she goes. Going to relieve now through the services of the captain in French for the Dockers. Her kick goes outside the forward, the defensive 50 for the Burnie Dockers, across the boundary line, and they see a free kick will come back to Circular Head Saints, and that's going to go to Smith. Smith again. She's just done exactly the same thing. We're going to have a lasso free kick right in front of the Burnie interchange. Chalky Gray. Next others there, part of the coaching fraternity for the Burnie Dockers. Women's and the NWFL Terry White Chemist competition. Ball goes nowhere. Being tackled there was Annalise Hersey. Coming up to 6 minutes being played. The score is 1 behind, favour of the Circular Head Saints. Overcast day here down at Smithton. Winds coming from the east. At the moment we don't have any rain. Might hit us, we may be lucky. And it might go over the top of us. Running onto it was Smith. She gets a boot to ball from the contest. Inside forward 50. Runs out of bounds in front of her teammate Nabby Edwards. And we're going to get another boundary throw in. This time we are deep into the pocket. Looking to the right of screen. Also known as the western end of the ground. So we're going to bring the ball up inside so the boundary doesn't have to throw it back in. She's done a fair bit of work. Getting her hands on the football there was McLaren. Tries to handball it out. It hasn't gone anywhere, and the umpire says we're going to do it all again. Again, ball hasn't gone anywhere. Oh, it's holding the football, according to the umpire. Mr. Richard Douglas. So Circular Head have the opportunity to score. Tap through. No. Edwards claims, along with Shanita Major, that they have the football. And Douglas has said that Major gets the free kick. So Major goes wide. It's going to hit the boundary. No, Breen keeping it in. The Circular Head. Hasn't gone anywhere. Major follows up. Part of the contingent. Competing for the ball. Bringing it down. It was Clark. From the ruck contest, it comes out. Circular Head have got it. They've got it by hand. Out of the congestion. Ooh. French comes through. Plays a big tackle. On Circular Head, we're going to have another ball up. That was on Kelsey Smith, I think. No, that might have been on Sayward, Zara Sayward. Inside forward 50. Top of the J goes there. She shepherds. Getting a boot to ball was Humphreys. Has a kick. Goes through to the near side for their second behind. So currently at the 9-minute mark of the first term. We have 2 behinds to circular head. No score to the Burnie Dockers. Ball out to half back for the Burnie Dockers. From the kick in. Oh yeah, another ball up. Umpire Douglas throws the ball up. Clark gets her hands onto the football. Getting back first. She's not clean with the football. I would have thought she gave away the free kick. That might have been Dynan. Hops into the hands of Mitchell. Doesn't go anywhere. Hasn't moved. Is that a throw? It is, says umpire Douglas. Giving that away was Park McCabe for Circular Head Saints. Free kick will go to Burnie. And Murison. Graceland Murison takes the free kick. That's gone straight out of bounds. And we're going to get a lasso free kick. And it's going to go to circular head. Smith's going to take that. Kelsey. Right in front of the Burnie senior men's team. But made their way down. Is that a mark? It is indeed. And good mark. Ball taken there by Leanna McLaren. Circular Head Saints. She brings it inside 450. Waste no time. Contest there. Jago at the front. Unable to take it. It's front and centre. Also competing was Park McCabe. Ball up will be the result. French gets a boot to ball. Clark tries to do the same. Taps it forward. Jago's got it. Kicks it across her body. Edwards. It's taken when she doesn't have it. Across the top of the shoulder. And she now has the opportunity to have a shot at goal. She's almost directly in front, but she's around about 25 to 30 metres out. Not sure whether she's going to get the distance here. Has the wind behind her. Makes good contact. Gets to the goal face. And it goes through for Abby Edwards. First behind of the game. So it's 3 behinds. 1 rush, 2 kit for circular head. As we get to the 12-minute mark of the first term. 3 behinds to circular head. Saints. They're kicking with the aid of a breeze. Easterly coming board. That was Sayward. That kick, though, has been chopped off by the Burnie defence. They waste no time. They're trying to get it forward. They go straight up the centre of the ground. They're inside the centre square at the moment. They're fighting for the football. No one's able to take it cleanly. Again, it gets just kicked off the grounds. Circular head first there. Thought taken across the shoulder. No, says the umpire. Now up to centre forward for Burnie. Meeting the football head on. That was Watling. She's taken in a big tackle. Ball go. And that's deemed to be holding the football. Interesting interpretation. And it looks like we have an injured player. The Burnie players. It's gone down. Trying to get up. Look great, making away off the ground. It's number 33, Monique French, one of the vice captains. Free kick. Gone to a teammate there in Chandler. She goes wide. Not quite sure she'd do that. Anyways, circular head are able to take it away. And now, centre wing position. Kick by Ardle. Half forward. First back of Burnie. They roll it across the boundary line. And that was well done there by Lauren Kerrison for the Burnie Dockers. Done all the defending this term, Burnie. Jago takes it down from Clark. Passes it to a teammate. Has a shot on goal. It's rolling, it's rolling. And it's gone past the point post. That was by Hersey. And it's out of bounds, but they'll get another ball in. So, boundary throw in. In fact, it's been given to the umpire, main umpire, in order to be able just to throw it straight up. That they do. Doesn't go anywhere. We're going to do it all again, surely. Yes. They repeat. Across the shoulder. Circular head, take Summer French. So she will receive the free kick. Burnie captain. Deep in her defensive 50. She's got opportunity across the face of goal if she wishes to change the angle. She chooses not to. She goes straight back. Down. Grandstand side of the ground. Comes off a pack of players. Right in front of Chalky Gray. Burnie coach. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Ball up. Comes down. No one able to take it. Taken without it. It was Annalise Hersey, according to the umpire. So circular head will get the opportunity to bring it straight back in. So Hersey, kick, no mark. They try to kick it off the ground. They missed the ball completely, so they've had an air shot. Trying to get a boot to ball. It might have been McLaren. Missed everything. Hasn't gone anyway. It's like a maul at the moment. We're not going anywhere. And the umpire says, I will have it. We'll have a ball up. Into the dying stages of the quarter, 16 minutes. Pushing her way through, then releasing by hand. That was Moran. Teammate there who she gave it to was wrapped up in a tackle. And we get another ball up. Clark being held when she doesn't have it. Surely that's a free kick. Yes, says the umpire. So Clark has to go back behind the mark. She goes to handball it. Oh, crikey. Gives it to French. Gives it back to Clark. It's smothered. Hasn't gone anywhere. Clark's in trouble here. She's got to get rid of it. That's holding the football, according to the umpire. And a free kick will be going to Piper Humphreys from Wynyard. Circular head, sorry. Formerly of Wynyard. And she's going to be having a shot on goal. This could be the first major of the game. It's from a very acute angle. Right in the pocket. That's where the cam bar lives. She has a shot. What do we get? Across the face, one behind. So she's 2 behinds to her name, Piper Humphreys. 4 for the term. They've been kicking with the wind. We're inside the last minute of the first quarter. And the Terry White Chemist NWFL round 7 fixture. And that's a good mark, taken in between 2 Saints. Well done, Sophie Mitchell for the Burnie Dockers. That was from the kick in. It came from Chandler. She goes back towards Chandler. Misses Chandler. So Humphreys might have been the first one there. Just gets a tap on it. Smith was trying. Great endeavour. They get the hand out. Kick. I think that was Hersey. Oh, bounces the wrong way. Right across the face. Can you believe it? Hasn't gone out of bounds. So French keeps it in. Gets the handball forward. Burnie. Dive on top of the football. Knock it out. That's Kerrison. Number 14 for the Burnie Dockers. And we'll have a boundary throw-in. Asking for the umpire to come across. Looking inside the last minute. And there's the siren. At quarter time from the Smithton Recreation Ground, we have Circular Head Saints, the NWFL, Terry White Chemist, round 7 fixture. 4 behinds. Burnie yet to score at the end of the first term. The behinds coming through Edwards and Humphreys, along with one rushed initially this morning for Burnie. They haven't got it past centre half forward as yet. They will be kicking to the right of screen, which is where we saw the majority of the play this quarter, because there is a slight breeze coming from left to right. So from the east down here at Circular Head. We're going to take a break from the Circular Head Recreation Ground, home of the Circular Head Saints, where they lead in the Terry White Chemist Round 7 fixture between Circular Head and the Burnie women. 4 points to nil.
Backside. You right?
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We just had a technical issue. We just worked that out. We're on the second quarter. We're about 2 minutes in. And the ball's on the far side of the ground. No score. So it is still 4 points in favour of the Circular Head Saints in this second term. Kicking to the right of screen at the moment will be the Burnie Dockers as Smith kicks the ball back down the grandstand side wing, but it's blown out by the wind. Out of bounds on the full, and the free kick will go to the Burnie Dockers. Kick, it's a short one. It's taken by Clark. That came through O'Connor. Ball to half forward. O'Connor follows up on Jago with the tackle. The ball goes to ground. No one's able to clear it. Trying to get hands on it was Radford. Still not cleared. Ball down. Smith again. He's been the prominent player in this game so far. Leading from the front for Circular Head Saints. Goes out of bounds and we'll get a lasso free kick. This time Kerrison will be the recipient of the free kick. No. What's going on? There's some confusion over there. Kerrison doesn't really know what's going on. Neither does the umpire. What's going on? Nobody seems to know what's happening. And the umpire has decided it's going back to Lauren Kerrison. And she will receive the free kick. So we're centre wing position, far side of the ground. O'Connor, boot to ball, goes straight up and down. Smith gets back there for Circular Head. She doesn't have the football. She's taken off it. Good tackle being applied there by Harvey. No, that wasn't Harvey. My apologies. Harvey's number 29. That was Chandler. Ball up. Clark takes it out of the ruck. That's what we want to see. She puts boot to ball. Major not clean with the football. Had the opportunity to take it and run. Ball bounced in front of her. She wasn't clean. Unable to take it away. Wrapped up in a tackle there is Moran. Clark again thumps it forward. Smart. Major gets onto it this time. Kicks inside forward 50 to the advantage of a teammate and keep. It's got it in her hands now. Kicks towards goal. Bounces through. First major on the board. Goes to the Burnie Dockers and Brianna Keep. So Brianna Keep with a classic goal there for the Burnie Dockers. And believe it or not, they've been inside forward 50 twice this term. And they've got a 50% score. Efficiency of scoring in the Terry White Chemmart Chemist NWFL Round 7 fixture at the Circular Head Recreation Ground, or Smithton Recreation Ground. And they've taken the lead, so the Dockers are now in front. Humphreys takes it from Clark, who's doing all the dominating in the ruck for the Burnie Dockers. Humphreys kick inside forward 50 for Circular Head, but O'Connor is there, resolute in defence for the Dockers. Clark storms across over the top of the opposition, who hangs on for dear life, and that's Hersey, and she will be rewarded with the free kick. She's hurt in the centre of the ground. Clark's a intimidating figure, but courageous stuff there by Miss Hersey. By the way, Hersey Seafood's down this neck of the woods. Excellent. So I strongly encourage you to grab it. Unable to take the mark, so Circular Saints. So the Burnie Dockers are able to knock it away. Harvey knocks it off the ground. Major being clean. Handballs the ball straight into Piper Humphreys' face. She follows up again, Major with a tackle on Humphreys, and we'll get another ball up in the middle of the ground. Clark. Again, knocks the ball down. Major wrapped up in a tackle. That's by Brittany Arnold. Arnold's got a fair bit of work to do right now. Clark's dominating. Down to Major, being prominent this term. Circular Head. Major again follows up. Loses it in the tackle against Jago. Two Indigenous girls up against one another. That's an enticing contest. Jago wins out this time. The kick, though, doesn't go to the favour of her teammate. On top of it is Dynant. Held up by Eva Radford and company. And we will now get another ball up. Clark takes it out of the ruck again. Growing in confidence. Major's there. Jago meets her head on. Dives on top of the football. Going nowhere. And umpire Richard Douglas says, I'll have it. Top of the 50 for the Burnie Dockers. Terry White Chemmart Chemist. NWFL Round 7 fixture here from Smithton Recreation Ground. We're around about 8 minutes into the second term. About halfway through. Smith gets back. Tries to round up for the Circular Head Saints. They get it forward to Burnie. Good handball. Comes by French. Wasn't to the team advantage of teammate Keep, but she's able to hold it in with a tackle. Laying that on Sayward. Ball goes up. Comes down. Getting the kick was Burnie. It's half smothered. Harvey on top of it. Tries to grab it. Pulls it in. Arnold on top of French. And we'll get another ball up. Clark brings it down, taps to herself, throws it onto the boot. What a goal! Clark. Stephanie Clark. Dominating in the ruck, dominating the second quarter. And becoming a very intimidating figure for the Circular Head Saints, both in the ruck, in the centre of the ground, and up forward. And she scores her first goal of the game. It's the second for the Burnie Dockers. So they lead currently 2 straight 12 to Circular Head Saints, 4 behinds. 8 points the margin, favour of the Burnie Dockers. Neither team has got a win in the Terry White Chemmart Chemist NWFL's senior women's roster season, as Humphreys wrapped up there by Rachel Harvey. She tried to Run away from the centre. A good tackle by Harvey. So Rachel Harvey throws it onto the boot. Major knocks it forward. There was Arnold. Follows up with a tackle to Major. Arnold goes and picks it back up. Major then tackles her. The umpire says it's across the shoulder. So Arnold will receive the free kick for the Circular Head Saints. Arnold's kick. Contested by Burnie and Circular Head. Dynan gets her hands to it. Follows back up. Second time. Ducks the tackle. Handball. Oh, according to the umpire, it was across the shoulder. So Savannah Dynan gets the free kick. Inside forward 50. Up and under. Major tries to get there. Gets a hand in. French knocks it forward. We'll find the sanctuary of the boundary line. That it does. And we will have a boundary throw-in. No, a free kick. Again, confusion. Or is it is a free kick? Or is it a boundary throw-in? A free kick to Circular Head. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. And Arnold will be the recipient right in front of where a cam bar is. I want some quality mates, ladies and gentlemen. Jump into Perry's if you're down in Smith Vegas. Humphreys knocks the ball forward by hand. It's been kicked off the ground. They bring it back in. It might have been through the services of Moran. Moran's kick picked up again by Dynan. Spirals the football down towards the goal face. Getting back is Arnold. And she carries it through for a rush behind. So that's the first rush behind for the Burnie women. And they move to 2 goals, 1. So 13 plays 4 behinds. Again, the advantage scoring end is to the right of screen. Burnie are taking the most of their opportunities. Fortunately, Circular Head are unable to capitalise early in the first term. Kick out, brought back in by Moran. Go to share it to Burnie. They lose possession of the football. A handball from Circular Head defence goes straight up and under. Major's back there first. Is she pushed in the back? According to the umpire, she is. And she's going to receive the free kick. She's directly in front. 25 to 30 metres out. Great opportunity for Shanita Major to solidify this lead. And she does! The Dockers are on a roll. All 3 of their goals coming in the third term. And it's 3 goals, 1. 19. They're out to a 15-point advantage over the Circular Head Saints in the round 7 fixture of the Terry White Kenmark Chemists NWFL Senior Women's Competition. Brought to you on AFL Tas live stream from the Smithton Recreation Ground. What a cracking day for football in the far northwest of the state. Humphreys tries to get back. She's wrapped up in a tackle by Harvey. The ball goes to ground. And then I think that might be Saywood. She's come out of that congestion. She's grabbing that right elbow. She's in a bit of pain. Taking it out of the ruck was Burnie. Following back up, that's Summer French. Again, ball inside. Major kicks the ball. Top of the goal square. Bounces, keeps there. She get beat the ball. No, but she applies a tackle. Circular Head, they're trying to take it across the goal line. And they seem to be holding the football according to the umpire. So that tackle by Brianna Keep has assisted in her being able to have a shot on goal. That was against Asher Howard. She's right in the goal square and she puts through the 4th, and that's her 2nd. So Brianna Keep, 2 for the quarter. And they are rushing away with this, the Burnie Dockers. The coaching department of the Circular Head Saints women's side are going to have to recalibrate as we're coming towards the end of the second term. What are we? 4-1-25. The visitors, Burnie Dockers, 21 points in front of Circular Head Saints, who are 4 behinds. And we're in to around about the last minute. Player run down was number 4, so that's Sophie Mitchell. Well done by Jago. So Jago plays on now. Taking ground, has 2 bounces. Kicks the ball. That's a beautiful looking kick. Oh, teammate unable to take the mark. That was Humphrey. She goes back and picks the ball up. Gets it out to Smith. Throws it on. Her boot inside the forward 50. Edwards has got an opportunity here. Are they quick enough? They try to kick the ball off the ground. Burnie through Moran. Desperate in defence. Comes back to Jago. Top of the 50 metres. Her kick goes off the side of the boot. Out towards her teammates. Trying to get there is Ardle. She loses possession. Burnie. Knocked on the head was Jones. It's still at the top of the 50 for Burnie, for the Circular Head Saints. But Dynan throws her leg into it. Gets it back towards centre of the field. Getting back to grab the football for Circular Head was Willie. Her kick, though, is being chopped off. And that might be French. Monique, who chooses to handball over to her sister and Summer. Is that right? It is. Kicks the ball back towards centre wing position. No one able to take it. We've got 30 seconds left in the quarter. Burnie through Kerrison. Keep. Moran loses the football. Jago receives it. Puts it on a boot. But according to the umpire, tackle from Ruby Willie was too high. So Moran gets the opportunity to throw the boot onto the ball. She plays on inside forward 50. Time is running out. Getting back. The Circular Head. Major's got it. There's the siren. And no further score in the second term. So on the Terry White Chemist scoreboard, we have Burnie Dockers, the visitors, out to a commanding 21-point lead at half-time in the round 7 fixture from Circular Head. They are 4-1-25 to Circular Head, 4 behinds. In that second term, Burnie kicked 4 goals, 1. Circular Head were unable to hit the scoreboard. So it's definitely the scoring end to the right of screen here from Smithton, with a nice little easterly here today. Goal scorers for the Burnie women: 2 to Brianna Keep, 1 to Shanita Major, and 1 to Stephanie Clark, who was inspirational in setting it off for the Circular Head, for the Burnie Dockers in that second term through a service in the ruck. For Circular Head, we only have the 4 behind, so no goal scorers as yet. Bit of players for Circular Head women so far. Kelsey Smith in the first term. Piper Humphreys has also been very good. We saw Sayward, who got injured in that second quarter. She was reasonable throughout the first term. Working well was Brittany Arnold up against Big Steph Clark there in the ruck. And Alana Jago has also been very prominent for the Circular Head women in the first half of today's fixture, the Terry White Chemist NWFL Round 7 game between Circular Head and the Burnie Dockers. For Burnie, Labby O'Connor has been good down in defence in terms 1 and 2. So Shanita Major, she's really popped up in particular in the second quarter. Chloe Moran in that second quarter was good. We saw Dynan, she was serviceable in both the first and second quarters, in particular deep in defence. Monique and Summer French were both good in their second term. But in particular, as I mentioned before, this young lady, Stephanie Clark, has really stepped up in the second term, taken the bull by the horns and led from the front from the position of ruck. So at half-time from the Circular Head Recreation Ground, It is the Circular Head Saints in the Terry White Chemart Chemist round 7 fixture between Circular Head Saints and the Burnie Dockers. 4-1-25. The Burnie Dockers, Circular Head Saints are 4 behinds. We're going to take a break. AFL Taz live stream. We'll be back to see you for the second half of the round 7 fixture from Smith.
Would have been a bit late on that start of that second quarter. He wasn't
be up for a good yarn as well. And then it's on camera. NWFLW.
Oh. So what's that directly in front of you, on the right of the Oh, really, that doesn't know. So nice.
Welcome back to the second half of the round 7 fixture of the Terry White Chemart Chemist NWFL round 7 of the senior women's competition from Circular Head. Just getting underway. Humphries gets her hands on the football, kicks down towards half forward. They're kicking to the right of screen this quarter. They're going to have to try and make the most of that wind, because currently 21 points the advantage going to the Burnie Dockers, who received the free kick. They might be dining. In fact, it was Murison, Grosler Murison. They get the ball back inside forward 50 through Smith to the Circular Head Saints. Getting back was French. Up against McLaren. French wins out. Murison again, tackled by Smith. Now Dynan, good tackle being applied straight to the ground, and that is holding the football. Well done, Annalise Hersey. Good looking kick. Still to the skinny side of the ground. Getting back was Moran, wasn't able to pick it up. Edwards did. Gets her hands to it. Goes and picks it back up again. Hands it to a teammate. Throws it on the boot. And it rolls through for a goal. End over end. Well done to Leanna McLaren. And that's the first for the Circular Head Saints. And they needed that desperately. So they go to 1-4-10. They still trail the Burnie Dockers 4-1 at 25. But that's the start they needed. And that's within the first 120 seconds of this second half. on the Terry White Chemmart Chemist scoreboard. It is 4-1-25. The Burnie Dockers leading Circular Head Saints. 1 goal for. Both teams with the same amount of scoring shots. We just reversed the goals and behinds. Good tackle applied by Smith, and that is holding the football. She'll receive the free kick at half forward. Good kick inside forward 50. She applied that tackle on Carey. It's going towards the cam bar. That's where it's sort of drifting. That's where the wind is heading in that direction. Gents are getting a close-up of the girls in action. As it rolls across the boundary line, we're going to get a boundary throw-in. 25. Plays 10, 15 points the margin. Favour of the Burnie Dockers. Round 7 fixture of the Terry White Chemmart Chemist NWFL Senior Women's Competition from Circular Head. Ball going nowhere. Good tackle being applied there by Circular Head. Moment coming through McLaren. Ball going nowhere. We're going to get another ball up. Might be able to hear that wind in the background. We are seated literally right on the boundary line in the elements. Ball goes nowhere. Another good tackle applied by Dynan, and that's deemed to be holding the football, and the player is hurt. That's a Circular Head player. John O'Cahill from the Burnie Dockers medical trainer fraternity. He heads over to assist. Circular Head player. Humphrey's down there with her as well. Can't quite pick up who the player is. Got a slight little delay as medical attention is given to the Circular player on the ground. Currently at the 13-minute mark. My apologies, not the 13-minute mark. The 5-minute mark of the third term. It is 4-1-25. The Burnie Dockers leading the Circular Head Saints 1 goal for 10. Same amount of scoring shots to both teams. Burnie with the greater accuracy in the second term. It looks like we're going to have quite a delay, so we might take a little break here from Circular Head, and we will come back to you as we see the stretcher being brought out onto the Smithton Recreation Ground. 4-1-25, the Burnie Dockers in the round 7 fixture against Circular Head Saints from Smithton, 1-4-10, 15-point margin in favour of the Dockers. Welcome back here to the Smithton Recreation Ground. Apologies for that delay. We now have the Circular Head player from the Saints being taken off the ground. Big thank you to both the Saints and Dockers medical and training personnel in order to be able to support our players in the most professional manner. And I'm sure that they are supported by NWFL Senior Women's major sponsor, Terry White Chemart Chemists, all the medical equipment that the players require and trainers require in order to be able to service the players in the NWFL Senior Women's competition appropriately. So the free kick was given to Dynan. So Dynan now takes it up towards the wing position. Ball goes out of bounds on the full, and the free kick will be taken by Circular Head. Would have thought it would have been a free kick given away anyway from Piper Wickham. Burnie Dockers. So Circular Head will now have the free kick. It's going to Smith. So Kelsey Smith plays on. Lays the leg into it. Unable to take the mark. It was Willie. Ball comes to ground because it bounced off her chest. Now get another ball up. Top of it there was Edwards. French gives away a free kick, I thought. And that is going to McLaren. So McLaren, his kick. Doesn't have the penetration one would have thought. Edwards tries to get a boot to ball. Doesn't. They're knocking it forward. Humphreys overruns it. Misses it. Has an airy. They pick it up. Whose hands is it in at the moment? Number 19, I think. That might have been Ruby Willie again. Another ball up. Right in the goal face for the Circular Head Saints. Humphreys. Humphreys. Still Humphreys. Boot smothered. Burnie tried to run it away. It'll run across the boundary. No, says the umpire. Getting a boot onto it, but across the boundary. I think it might have been out on the full. That was Eva Radford for the Circular Head Saints. So the free kick recipient will be French. With the Frenches, it's the summer variety as we head towards winter down here in the far northwest of the state. Still quite mild. Overcast conditions, but that wind is starting to pick up to the right of screen. So it's an easterly. Smith gets the handball back out. Teammate unable to be clean with the football. That was Sophie Edwards. Goes across the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. Half forward for the Circular Head Saints. Ball centre. Right of centre. For the majority of this match, Dynan for the Dockers, though, takes it from the ruck. Throws it onto a non-dominant. Monique French, unable to be clean. Going over the top was Jones, giving away the free kick. And the free kick will be taken by Howard. It's deemed to be in the back, according to umpire Douglas. So Howard's kick. Taken by Willie. Gives it up to Major. Major's kick. Straight into the centre of the ground. There's space. Who's going to be back there first? In the foot race, it was Circular Head. They released the footy to Watling by hand and then to her teammate. It kicks it, but Burnie have got good defensive measures in place. Comes back out towards Major. Major kicking side forward 50, but again, Circular Head. It's just all Circular Head. Watling kicks it out wide. Grandstand side of the ground or clubroom side. Moran's there. Smith applies the tackle. Ball comes to ground. They feed it out to the Saints. Then they lose it. They pick it back up again. On top of it last was Park McCabe. Also involved there was Zoe Johnston. 21 for the Smith Circular Head Saints. Ruck. I'm surprised I don't see Clark in the ruck, to be honest with you. Thought that might have been the go. This time came through. Might have been Park McCabe or Saywood. Ball's inside forward 50 now for the Circular Head Saints. Hasn't gone anywhere. We're going to get a ball up. Free kick's been given away, according to the umpire, by French. boot to ball there was McLaren. Taken though by Kerrison. In front of Edwards, stands the mark. Kerrison's kick hits the target. In front of the cam bar. Kick by Mitchell. In front of the Burnie Dockers interchange. Result, another ball up. We're counting up to 9 minutes into the third term. It's been an extended third term, and that was just due to the injury and the stretcher that had to be applied. In that third term to one of the Circular Head Saints girls. Still very surprised. Steph Clark's on the interchange. She dominated that second quarter in the ruck. Maybe they're holding her out for that final term when they come home with the wind. Maybe they won the toss. They kicked into the wind. Smith pushing hard. Knocks it forward. Here it comes out to Jago. Jago's got an opportunity. Throws it onto a boot. Non-dominant. Takes ground. Kerrison's first back. Edwards is chasing her. Oh, good smother applied. And the follow-up, that might have been Asher Howard. Was indeed. Going to get a ball up. They release the Saints. They're trying to feed it back to go forward. Hands of Coates. Goes straight up and down. Harvey missed it in the tackle. Thought that might have been a free kick. Nonetheless, it was after that, and the free kick is going to Edwards. Part of the next contest. So Abby Edwards gets a run up, and there's a 50 being given. So that's going to take her right to the goal line, and you can pretty much guarantee that Edwards will kick the second goal for the Circular Head Saints. Well, I'm certainly going to write it down. Oh, she hasn't. She gets it back by hand. What a smother on the goal line. She follows back up. And no score results. That could be severely costly for the Saints. Doing the best work there was Humphreys. Hasn't gone anywhere though. Still top of the goal square or just outside of it. And the team to be holding the football was Humphreys this time. Moran's going to take the free kick. She wastes no time. She goes along the boundary line, kicks it towards Major, who takes the mark on her chest. To the applause and instruction of her coaching fraternity. Kicks the ball wide. It's tapped. It's going to be across the... No, it's a lasso free kick. That was in front of Sophie Mitchell for the Burnie Dockers. So Circular Head bring the ball back in. No mark. Major involved. Along with Hersey. Ball to ground. Hasn't gone anywhere. So we're going to have another ball up. Mr. Richard Douglas, one of the central umpires here today, makes his way across to throw the ball straight up. Straight up it goes. Into the atmosphere. Comes down. Burnie are trying to knock it forward. Chandler off the ground by foot. Oh, they knock it forward. Burnie, great endeavour. On the boot. Coming back. Button. Good tackle by Major. Applied on Watling. Ball comes to ground. Is that holding the football umpire? No, he says. And we will have another ball up. Good defensive pressure applied by the Burnie Dockers senior women's and the Terry White Chemists NWFL round 7 fixture from Circular Head. Off the ground. Go the Saints. This time it came through Humphries. Centre half forward now. End over end it is. Getting there first is French. Tackled by Jago. The kick was blocked. Humphries is first back. Good clean pickup. Oh no, in fact it wasn't Humphries. That was Johnston. Steps one way, comes inside the other, kicks the ball. Teammate getting a boot on the ball. And we'll find the sanctuary at the boundary line inside the forward 50. Was Navarre. Sky Navarre. How's that a free kick? I don't quite understand that. I thought that's interesting. Anyway, kick to Burnie. Comes out to was Moran. Might have been a Marley. That time, got her hands on the footy. Ball doesn't go anywhere. Good pressure applied there by Arnold. Going to get ball up. And McLaren. Comes away this time. Well done by Moran. Gets a beat to ball. He's going to be back there first. Circular head. Showing some deft footwork was Sophie Edwards. Kicks it back inside forward 50. Good defensive effort there by French. Moran's got it at the moment. Umpire says there's a free kick, but it's going back to French. Must have been in the act of kicking. So she receives the free kick. Oh, that's a good kick. Up towards half back. Major in the contest. Follows back up, gets it. Tries to get a handball out. Well done there by Circular Head. Getting a handball was Radford, standing in the way. Picking up now was Smith. Kicks it inside forward 50. Edwards is there. She follows back up. She knows she's got to get a goal on the board after not being able to consolidate when she got the opportunity to go to the goal square. Humphries, good shepherd. Allows Howard to release the football by hand. Doesn't hit a target though. Harvey. Jones. Dynan. Again, Edwards. Sophie variety. Moran kicks it off the ground. Throw, according to the umpire. Arnold's got the opportunity now. Kicks. Jumping in the way, trying to take the intercept mark. As Major wrapped up in a tackle. The ball up centre side of, or centre forward for the Circular Head Saints. We're running out of time though. We're down to about 5.5 minutes to go in this third term for the Circular Head Saints. They need to make hay. In fact, it was less than 5 minutes. It was 5 seconds. So that's 3/4 time. And it's the Burnie Dockers that have been able to hold off the Circular Head Saints in that third term. And it is 1-4 for the Circular Head Saints, trailing the Burnie Dockers at 3/4 time, 4-1-25. Goal scorers in that third term. The only goal scorer was Liana McLaren for the Circular Head Saints. No score to Burnie in that third term. Our goal scorers for Burnie, though, over the match, 2 to Brianna Keep, 1 to Steph Clark, and 1 to Shanita Major. So they're holding the 15-point advantage, and they will be coming home with the win in the third term. The Terry White Chemmart Chemist Round 7 fixture from the Circular Head region. Smithton Recreation Ground between Circular Head Saints and the Burnie Dockers. The men are out on the ground doing their final warm-ups at 3/4 time for their fixture, which will be coming up next from 2 o'clock. Going to take a break. We'll be back for the final term. for the round 7 fixture of the Terry White Martin Chemist NWFL Senior Women's between Circular Head Saints and the Burnie Dockers. Welcome back to the AFL Tas live stream for the round 7 fixture between the Circular Head Saints, who are hosting the Burnie Dockers from the Smithton Recreation Grounds. Just some updates with around the grounds. Game at Latrobe between Latrobe and the Two Blues. The Penguin Two Blues has finished, and it was 48 points to margin. Victors Penguin Two Blues 8-11-59, defeating Latrobe 1-5-11. Three-quarter time here. We've got 1-4-10. The Circular Head Saints have got the football now through the services of Humphreys. Out wide, trailing Burnie 4-1-25 and a quarter time from Wynyard. Between Wynyard and the Devonport Magpies, it is 1-8. Advantage to the Wynyard Cats. It's one behind the Devonport Football Club, the Devonport Magpies. Later start for the women at Wynyard, 1-10. Big tap there by Clark. She's back on the ground. It's good to see for Burnie. Moran follows back up. Arno holds her up in the tackle. And we'll get another ball up. Centre forward for the Burnie Dockers. Clark takes it out of the ruck this time. Tries to throw it on the boot. Misses a boot completely. Gets the ball back. Steps out of a tackle. Gives it back to her teammate there in Chandler. They lose the footy, so Saints go forward. Kerrison knocks it off the ground. Smith takes on Harvey. Wraps her up in a tackle. Drops the football. Play on, says the umpire. Douglas. Humphreys knocks the ball out. On top of it there was Solavich. Now Jago. It comes to Burnie. They get a quick kick. Arnold. Howard on that left boot. Collecting it and kicking the ball forward for Burnie. That was Chandler. Brooke. Deep inside forward 50. Handball by Carey. Not going anywhere at the moment. Arnold. It's going nowhere, and we're going to have a ball up right in front of the cam bar. Kerry's quality meats. You want some, ladies and gentlemen? Come and grab some. Might be some a burger or two over there in front of the cam bar. Might have to head over there a bit later on today. Jago overruns the football. Moran comes back, kicks it. Check side. That's a goal. What a bounce. Great work by the goal umpire. Nifty. Shows what you can do in those blue suede shoes of his. Chloe Moran gets her first for the game. And it's the first of the final term. And they move to 5-1. 31. 21 points advanced of the Circular Head Saints. 1-4-10. And at the moment, it's advantage Burnie with the wind. There it looks like they are going to register their first 4 points of the year. There's no doubt they're going to be a happy team at Burnie if they can continue on this merry way. Brought down at a tackle was Hersey, the centre of the ground. Follow-up was Smith. She's going to receive the free kick. So Smith, this time, goes wide. They bring it into the Circular Head Saints. Oh, running onto it was Humphreys. Not a bad-looking kick. It's just to the near side. Supporting it there was Johnston. That's her third behind for the game. And those misses in the third term. Actually in the first term by the Circular Head Saints. Costing them dearly now. Who's going to be first here from the kick in? Circular Head. Bradford. Salahovic. Bring it through. Good tackle applied by Coates. Comes out though by Burnie to Dynan. Dynan beating Arnold. Gets a boot to ball. Arnold pushes her over. She goes to ground as Dynan. French. Strong in the contest. Edwards. Watling. Jago using her voice. Tells her teammate Hersey to pick it up. That she does. She throws a leg into it. Comes back towards half forward. Chloe Moran's back there first. Edwards, Sophie. Also Salahovic working hard. Ball gets knocked out. Smith wrapped up in a tackle, loses it. Burnie going to come away through Carey. Back first. Our Smith Circular Head Saints players. Johnston taps to a teammate, comes back to Smith. Inside forward 50. Opportunity available here. They're too slow. Wrapped up in a tackle was Coates. Goes to ground. Humphreys is there. She gets the handball back. Back to Johnston. Harvey defending resolutely for the Dockers. Kick goes wide. Smith gets there first. Handballs the ball back to Willie. Not clean. Over towards Johnston. Johnston to Humphreys. Jago. She's clean. She comes inboard. The kick, though, hasn't hit a target. Chandler's there first. Ball goes end over end. Kicking it back was Radford. Was that Sayward? Arnold. They're doing it desperately. Jago juggles the mark, plays on, has a shot. It is play on. I don't think she realised she'd actually had been paid the mark. And so Jago's kick to the near side for one behind. Ball's at the centre of the ground now. Kicking off the ground was Major. That's an interesting call by the umpire about 60 metres away. The other one was 5. And a free kick has been given to Circular Head. Kick. It's a space. Getting back first. Getting a boot on it. That was Murison. Major. Murison still down. Centre of the ground. Goes out wide. Moran. Chloe runs her full measure. Has a shot on goal. And it's kicked to the near side. Murison still down in the centre of the ground. Chloe Moran now has 1 goal, 1 to a name. Still being attended to by the trainers. Centre of the ground. Game goes on. Chandler's back first from the kick in. She gets tackled. Good tackle by Park McCabe. Comes back to Chandler. She has a shot on goal. She's kicked it. Brookie Chandler. And that's the nail in the coffin. And that's the second goal for the quarter for the Burnie Dockers. (6-2) 38 plays 1-6-12. (26 points the margin in favour of the Burnie Dockers. They're the away team. Neither team has registered a win in season 2026 on the Terry White Kmart NWFL Senior Women's roster. And it looks like the Burnie Dockers are going to get their first win. We're over halfway mark of the final term now. Circulator got it all to do. Smith been their best player by far. She's had help from Humphreys. They just haven't been clean. They need to be clean. Ball centre wing position. On top of it was Willie, wrapped up in a tackle. We'll have a ball up. Ball to ground. No one's taking it. Smith knocking it forward. Dinan, she's back up. Oh no, it was Murison. My apologies before. I wonder if she's been taken from the ground. We'll just get the bushels out. She has. She's made her way to the interchange. Ball still centre wing position. And we've got 50 metres. The ball wasn't handed back, so Smith is going to get the free kick. So Kelsey Smith might be able to do something here. We'll take her within striking distance, but she's kicking into a pretty strong breeze. Overrunning the football was Park McCabe. It's not going anywhere. Going to get a ball up. A little frustrated. Sophie Edwards. Clark, big thump in that ruck contest. Not getting behind the ball was Riley. So Humphreys tries to take it away. In fact, all she's done is put it to the advantage of Moran, who's now got open grass. If she's clean, she's not. Keith tries to get back to help her. Knocked off the ground there by Riley. Kicking the ball wide. Off the ground was Watling. Comes to a teammate who's going to receive the free kick because she was held without it, according to the umpire. So giving away the free kick was Sophie Mitchell. So they play on. They come out towards Arnold, Brittany Arnold. Steps Dynan. Then gives the handball released. Then went to Hersey. Hersey's kick out in front of Jago. This player's clean. She steps around Chandler, no problem. Inside the centre square. Not taking the mark. Letting it hit her body was Piper Stokes. Ricochets off her. Her teammate is able to pick it up, Park McKay, but then finds fresh air. Kicking the ball off the ground. Might have been the other Chandler. Comes forward for Burnie. They use a set of hands, but it only falls into the hands of Brittany Arnold. It comes back out wide. Jago with Harvey, but no, Chandler in front. Chandler takes the mark in front of Jago. Very similar stature, both Chandler and Rachel Harvey. Ball inside 450 again. It's kicked away by Riley for the Dockers. It's still on the ground. It's going nowhere. And Smithton are going to mop up. And Smithton are going to mop up. It might be Edwards that's back there to be able to do that. Was indeed. And then applying the tackle was Piper Stokes. He was given away the free kick according to the umpire. Interesting. Anyway, Dynan has the free kick. She plays on. Pushed off it by Stokes. Didn't make proper contact. Clark just brushes off a couple of would-be tacklers. Throws it on a boot. There, with a boot to ball with Ardle. Pushed off it by Mitchell. Ball hasn't gone anywhere. We'll have another ball up. Clark just clumps it out of the ruck. Then loses it. And we'll get another ball up for the Burnie Dockers. Inside their forward 50. We have less than 4 minutes remaining in this final term. Clark, that's holding the ball, surely umpire, because she didn't release it correctly. No, he says. We're going to have another ball up. There is just a plethora of players around the ball. Saints try to release. Good tackle by Edwards. Surely that's rewarded. It is. They had advantage there through Smith. The umpire didn't see it. And then they would have been able to take ground because there's only 4 players forward of this ball. Kick though. Goes to Smith. You don't have time to step back, Kelsey. A kick. It's taken there by Riley, who handballs the ball across the line, and we will see a lasso free kick being given to Circular Head, one would have thought. No, says the umpire. We're going to get a boundary throw in. Ball doesn't go anywhere. We're going to do it all again. Contingent of Burnie supporters on the far side of the ground, just in front of where the visitors' change rooms. Circular Head. Try to get their boot to ball was Radford. They've got numbers. If they can knock it forward, they're a real chance to score. Circular Head. They lose it. This time it comes to Moran, Amali, whose kick's taken away by Circular Head. Navarre in the contest, along with Humphreys, who gets the handball out. Looks for space. Willie wrapped up in a tackle, going nowhere. 38 plays 12, advantage to the Burnie Dockers. We have around about 60 seconds left in this match. French kicks it inside forward 50 for the Burnie Dockers. Getting back was Edwards. Throws it onto her boot. She follows back up. She comes back in front of goal. Kick smothered. That was dangerous. Chandler. Kicks a check side. Good pressure applied by Major on Ardle. But Circular Head are able to release, but it lands in the hands of the dangerous Chloe Moran. Wastes no time. Plays on. Sees the clock ticking down. Inside. Forward 50 again. All right, keep applying the pressure. The Burnie Dockers. The umpire, I don't know how, but he's found a free kick. Now this emergency by Park McCabe. You're only about 20 minutes too late. Circular Head, get it to centre wing position. McLaren fighting there against, I think that's Moran. It is. It's going nowhere, says Richard Douglas. We're going to get a ball up. We have less than 30 seconds remaining in this game. The Burnie Dockers are going to take the 4 points. They're going to be a happy team coming from Burnie. Good tackle by Dynan on Smith. Across the shoulder, according to Richard Douglas. They waste no time. They play on. Is there anyone home? Jago kicks it in front of her teammate. She then tries to follow up herself. Dives on the footy. Hands it back. Good pressure. Applied by Mitchell. Stokes is unable to take it any further, and that's the final siren. And the game from Circular Head in the round 7 fixture between the Circular Head Saints and the Burnie Dockers. And the final score is as follows. 6-2-38, the Burnie Dockers, kicking 2 goals, 1 in that last stanza, to 1 goal, 6, 2 behinds in that last stanza to the Circular Head Saints. They had their opportunities throughout the game. They had 1 less scoring shot, but the Burnie Dockers have taken away the 4 points from Smithton, and they'll be happy down here in Vegas. I'll take that happiness all the way to Burnie. 26 points the margin. And the Terry White Chemist. Round 7 fixture from Circular Head. Our goal kickers for the Circular Head women, there was only 1. There should have at least been 2. But Leanna McLaren was the one in the 3rd term. But for the Burnie women, 2 to Brianna Keep. And singles to Shanita Major, Stephanie Clark, Chloe Moran and Brooke Chandler. Better players for both sides. Kelsey Smith, no doubt, was the star for the Circular Head women. Throughout the game, Piper Humphreys provided able support. And there were times when people like Ruby Willie, Zoe Johnston, Sophie Edwards and Alana Jago stepped up to be able to assist the Circular Head women's endeavour to take the 4 points today. But for Burnie, their winners around the ground, Shanita Major in particular, Chloe Moran, who was definitely best on ground for the Burnie Dockers, Dynan, vice-captain, Steph Clark in that second quarter, and possibly also the fourth. And then you had the Chandler girls, Courtney and Brooke, French girls, Summer and Monique, chipping in when required, along with cameos from Lauren Kerrison, Sophie Mitchell, Hayley Riley, Abby O'Connor and company. Well, we hope you've enjoyed the round 7 fixture and the Terry White Chemist NWFL Senior Women's Competition between Circular Head Saints and the Burnie Dockers from Smithton. We're going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We hope that you can join us for the round 7 fixture in the senior men's game between the Saints and the Burnie Dockers from Smithton, which will be coming